Hey, 60 minutes now. Be physical. Be physical. Make it a physical game. 60 minutes now. Mental toughness. Let's get after them. Relentless pass rush. Relentless pass rush, guys. I told you. It's a way of life for us. They talk about it. It's a way of life for us. We are the more physical team for 60 minutes. Let's go. Say a prayer. Here we go.
Make sure that you are not scared of the moment. We talked about that. Everybody visualizing their point of their career, their point of their life. I told you about when I was a little kid where you were scared of the moment. And that got you ready for this moment. We're not scared anymore. We're not scared of 4th down, 4th and goal, 4th quarter on the 4th-yard line. We're not scared about that. We are ready for it, and we're going to relish it. Mentally tough people win championships, boys. Mentally tough people win championships. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time situations. And this is a big situation. Y'all ready for this? Yeah. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Somebody bring it up. Let's get this break. Offense is going to be introduced first. Let's get this going, boys. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. Y'all work too hard. Y'all work too hard to not get a victory tonight. You work too hard to not get a victory. If it takes 60 minutes, if it takes 75, if it takes 90, whatever it takes tonight, do your job. Do your job well, do it to the best of your ability, and stand up for the man in front of you. Positive body language. Play until the final whistle of the final play of the game. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win. Let's get it.
Orlando, Florida is known as the City Beautiful. It's also home to one of the 2 unbeaten teams left in the 2016 Arena Football League season. Tonight, the Predators host 5-0 Arizona. It's the game of the year in the Arena Football League, and we have it for you here on CBS Sports Network. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Orlando. It's great to have you with us. Dave Ryan alongside the Hall of Famer, Seth Bonner. We're joined by Tina Cervasio on the field in a moment as well. Those coaches got us fired up. Are you ready for the showdown?
Man, my hands are sweating. It feels like I'm getting ready to go down and throw some passes. Listen, this rivalry of the 2 of the high-standard organizations in this league, in the history, it's big tonight. Big.
These teams combined for 132 points a game, and one reason Orlando's off to a 5-0 start is quarterback Randy Hippert. Coach Keefe told us he's taken over as a leader, both emotionally and production-wise.
He's been on the field for a few years now, so he's got the game under his belt. He's understood. He served under some of the better offensive coordinators last year under Cy Briley. He was the efficiency leader in passing in the Arena Football League. Now under Matt Zalke, he's taken it to a different level. Using plays with his legs to make plays and win games. He's doing an outstanding job for the Preds.
For Arizona, yet again, it's the magical combination of quarterback Nick Davila to wide receiver Ron Windsor. Ron Windsor has 18 touchdown catches this year to lead the AFL.
Yeah, it's that security blanket that every quarterback wants and needs. He's an outstanding receiver with unbelievable size and run after the catch ability. This guy gets the ball in his hands, and he can take it the distance on every play. A big reason why Nick Davila is completing 72% of his passes. He's got 25 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions. It's that man right there, Rod the God. I call him the professional, Rod Windsor.
We know the coaches are ready, the fans are ready, and the broadcasters are ready, because when we come back to Orlando, it is game time. 5-0 Arizona, 5-0 Orlando. Something has to give. Kickoff right around the corner. Tonight in Orlando, 2 teams chasing perfection collide. Off to their second 5-0 start in the last 3 years, the Arizona Rattlers are dominating with precise timing on offense and a destructive defense. The Orlando Predators are off to their best start since the 2003 season, winning with stellar execution and big individual performances. The jungle will be rocking in primetime as the Rattlers and Predators match up with 6-0 on the line. Orlando looking for its best start since 2003. 13 years. Arizona was 14-0 back in 2014. Let's go down to Tina Cervasio.
All right, thank you, Dave. With Randy Hippert and Randy, 2 undefeated teams, this makes for a great regular season matchup. But what is the significance to you and your teammates to come away with a win here?
Well, this is a big matchup for us. Everybody's trying to have home field advantage at the end of the playoffs. So it's a big matchup, and they've been a staple of the league for the last 5 to 6 years now. So it's going to be a good test for us.
And Arizona's defense is one of the best in the league at getting stops. What is your game plan on how you want to attack them?
We got to do us. We got to execute. We got to play football, and we got to keep the ball on our side of the field. So,
Randy, thank you for your time. All right, Dave, back to you instead.
Tina, Randy, thanks. Coach Kevin Guy hoping for Arizona for maybe up to 10 stops tonight against Randy Hippert and the Predator offense. We check the rules of the game. 4 15-minute quarters, running clock into the 1-minute warning at the end of each half. Field dimensions, no punting in the AFL. And the rebound nets are live. You'll see the wide receiver in motion just before the snap creates even more potential offense. And we've got a lot of that tonight. We were fired up to speak with Rob Keefe, said this morning, and he was jacked in that Predator locker room pregame.
Just energy, man. That's what the guy exudes, and energy, and you kind of get the feeling he's trying to get these guys to change directions and take that leap. And this would be a big one for him tonight. Let's get a look at Kevin Guy as well.
Arizona wins the toss. Kenny Spencer is kicking. And we have an official timeout. Clock was not properly set. It says 12 minutes. We needed that.
There is
15.
no kickoff. We'll re-kick.
And we're going to re-kick here.
This is the first home game. Even the scorekeeper's a little excited for this one.
Randy Hippert's ready. Third-year man from Virginia Wise, the native of Stafford, Virginia, has been outstanding. It's another kicker for Arizona. Zendeja start of the year. Spencer kicks off. Chance on the return for Tompkins. He electrified the Gladiators last week. A 7-touchdown game to tie a franchise record. So here's Randy Hippert, who, as Coach Keefe told us, has developed so much this year.
He has his numbers. His completion percentage has dropped. However, his playmaking ability has risen. I mean, this guy's taken a leadership role on his team. He's a guy that doesn't get talked about a lot, but continues to get better year in and year out. He's got a big chance tonight on the big stage to put his name and mention with some of the better guys in the league.
On first down, Hippert is throwing. And Kendall Tompkins, third-year man from Miami, has the first catch of our showdown game tonight. You see the lineups. Greg Carr, former star in Florida State, won a national championship with Jameis Winston. The McRae brothers played at UCF about 15 minutes from here, White House Network Stadium. And Coach O'Leary and UCF went all the way to the Fiesta Bowl championship 2013 with Blake Bortles as their QB. Second down. Hippert time. Tompkins makes the catch. Now Phillips pushes him out of bounds. Brandon and Kendall. The Tompkins guy is going to get going tonight.
That's a great route. He's going to come around in motion and run the dig. For the QB, it tells you, let it go, guys. For the QB, it tells you it's man coverage immediately. Great protection. He's able to step in and deliver the dig route. That's a great throw and catch. Beautiful job. Good camera work, guys. That was awesome.
Nice start. Hippert 2 for 2, 26 yards. Throws, Tompkins, catch. End zone, touchdown, Orlando. That didn't take long. Brandon Tompkins. 14th TD catch of the year. Predators, the icebreaker tonight.
You're just seeing a lot of early man-to-man right here. You see backside, man up. So you know if he gets across his face, it's an easy touchdown. They're going to run the sail-in route. 3-step drop, ball's on time. Our Keith Brown a little hesitant out of his break. He's soft out of the break. Can't bring Tompkins down.
Mark Lewis in for the PAT. He's got it. PAT number 1,101, the all-time Arena Football League leader in that category.
Randy Hippert on point. Likes to start. Nice and relaxed. Orlando out in front.
Randy Hibbert, 29 TD passes, second to Jacksonville's Tommy Grady. And a great season. 18-yard TD connection to Brandon Tompkins. Brandon and Kendall are not related, though they're the same exact size, and outstanding wide receivers. The McCray brothers are twins for Orlando.
This team has probably the most versatile grouping of wide receivers. You got two bigs and two mid-range size guys that can do it all. It's very dangerous at the wide receiver spot.
Anthony Amos back to receive that. Dangerous off the upright. Wide ball for a moment, then across the end line. That's touchback. And Arizona, led by brilliant quarterback Nick Davila, will get started offensively. 32 TD passes, tied with Dan Ranabaugh for tops in the NFL entering week 6.
Again, this kid has just understood the game. He's been a constant professional. Coach Guy raves about his ability to work in the offseason and continue to get better.
Two-time Arena Football League MVP will be put to the test today in the jungle. It's rocking here. Great start for Orlando, so important.
Orlando wants to force Arizona to run a ton of plays, no quick plays.
Davila, little play fake on first down. Windsor has his first catch of what Rattler fans hope on many grabs. And he's driven into the sideline barrier by Terrence Moore, the Jack linebacker for the Preds.
You got Rod Windsor out there. You get a look at the guy. We just saw him. Maurice Purify, another guy rounding into shape. Amos, and up front, led by Jordan Mudge at the center spot, does a nice job keeping pressure with Michael Benson. This offensive line is outstanding.
First down, Davila, deep ball, Amos, touchdown! The Rattlers respond just like that. Anthony Amos out of Middle Tennessee. Touchdown for the visitors.
"29-yard strike on the corner route. Ball comes out. Nick takes a shot, stands in there. Look at that catch. Man, that was a tough tumble down in the corner. Great throw and catch, but this team is they respond. I mean, they've been through every situation. They respond.
Yeah, an official timeout. Someone in the corner of the end zone is down. The person may be needed to get some attention quickly, and the medical staff here at the Amway Center will get to that individual as quickly as possible. Timeout, Arizona trying for the tying PAT in a moment. Underway here in the showdown of the 2016 season. Jackie Henry works on our crew at CBS Sports Network. The parabolic mic operator was right in the middle of the action there a few moments ago and was run into. We hope she is all right. Wish her the best.
Yes, absolutely. She stood in there too to get that sound. Did an outstanding job. I mean, everything was coming right at her.
Here she is up now and trying to recover as quickly as possible. So many of the crew in these Arena Football League games, and the fans included, said you were right on top of the action. Can be hazardous.
It can. It's kind of like sitting down third base line in baseball fields, and you just got to keep your head up, eyes up. Sometimes even that, guys are just moving so fast and so quick, it just happens.
We wish Jackie the best. Spencer in for the PAT. For the touchdown catch from Amos. All tied. 7 apiece here underway, and said each offense explosive, quick striking.
There's so many weapons, I mean, on the field today on display that, I mean, it's going to be tough. If you can't get home as a pass rusher, that's going to be huge. If the O-lines continue to stay on top of guys, as you get a look at the numbers, which proves our point. These two teams scoring a ton of points. The big thing is this here, +10 and +9 in the turnover ratio for both these teams, and that's why they are 5-0 right now.
Orlando knocking off Storm, Steel, Sharks, Kiss, Cleveland. An impressive win for the Preds on the road at the Q last week. A 21-point rally in the fourth quarter, down by 1, dispatched Cleveland in the fourth. Be a challenge again tonight. Tompkins, tough catch off the net. Had a kick return last week for a touchdown. Just shy of the 20.
You always feel like he's going to get it and take it the distance with his quickness and ability to read the holes. Just 5 plays in the game of offense so far. 2 touchdowns.
Leader all-purpose yards for good reason. Pulling off that monster game against Cleveland last week. Top 2 stop. Touchdown already in this game tonight. First down. Tompkins again. Can't hang on this time. Keith Brown on coverage incomplete.
Took his eye off it. The ball's a little high, but you still got to make that catch. Took his eye off it, wanted to make a move. And early out, Arizona coming out in a lot of man-to-man. Trying to prove that point. Listen, we're not afraid of your speed. We're not afraid of it. We feel like our guys can use good technique, good fundamentals, and play man-to-man with you.
Kevin Guy told us that today. We are going to challenge Orlando in all 3 phases. Second down, flags fly first.
Flag on the play.
High motion man, offsides. The penalty is half the distance. Second down.
Riley Johnson, our referee tonight.
Yeah, he's about 1.5 yards, 2 yards offside. They almost had it. Huntosh Hawthorne to jump. Good job by Hibbert to change the count, but you got to be aware of your motion man. It's 100% on the quarterback.
Changes this year. Coaching staff for Orlando made some pretty big news. Keith in the offseason. Matt Sock, great offensive coordinator. Ray Harrell as well. Offensive and defensive line coach. A lot of credit for this fantastic 5-0 start. Off the penalty. Hipper on second down throwing. Looks for Carr, broken up. Keith Brown does it again. 6.5 passes broken up. And again, you called CBS Sports Network with Brent Stover last week at the Snake Pit.
He was outstanding. He jumps his dig route, but Carr's got to get his head around to the QB and start working back downhill. He kind of ran into that route lazily because he saw the placement of our Keith Brown. He's got to snap his head around, get downhill to protect his quarterback. That should have been another pick for our Keith Brown. Great job recovering.
Former star at Arizona State has 3 interceptions this year. The leading tackler, Keith Brown, for the Rattlers.
It's the first 3rd down of the game.
Hibbert, some pressure off the edge, and down he goes. Burrell got there. Damian Burrell, who's had a huge season for Arizona. Just too much muscle, too much power.
He just continued to work right here. Watch this guy's power rush here off the edge. Just gets into a man and continues, gets under the shoulder of Longo and just continues upfield. Had that not been the case, Hibbert had a chance at Kendall Tompkins down the sideline versus press man-to-man, and they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
And it is early, but these are such key plays. Arizona so good with the stops we told you about. Flags fly again, another penalty coming.
Number 14, the high motion man, offside. The penalty is half the distance, 4th down.
Trying to get another cheapie, another free play. But if you're going on a long count, you just got to know. You got to start it early.
Hopkins tops on the Red roster. 38 catches. Would love another one here. Hibbert pressure from the end zone. His, he throws incomplete. Looks there for Kendall Tompkins. And a great defensive stand for Arizona early. Creates the statement they wanted on the road.
It's going to be Lou Vasquez. Gets around the edge. Watch him on the top side. He continues again. Around the edge. Just nearly gets there in time for the sack, but no matter. 4th down play. Ball over on downs to Arizona, who's in prime position to steal a possession and take the lead.
This could be Benson time, partner. Michael Benson. 9 rushing touchdowns for the big fullback. Tops in the AFL, gets the carry. Doesn't get in though.
Terrence Taylor. 6'1", 300 pounds. This kid was a 4th round draft pick out of University of Michigan. Extremely explosive player from the nose guard spot.
6th year, former star with the Spokane Shock. Free agent signee here in Orlando. 2nd and goal. We'll see if they go to Benson again. Benson. Stop again. Good push up front. Mike Lewis got there first.
Again.
Great sack master this time against the run game.
Again, up front. The center's trying to get out, but look at the pressure. You're pulling your center. He's trying to get out to that left side, and you're leaving Terrence Taylor unblocked. That's got to be a wedge situation. You can't leave that guy unblocked inside. He's able to put enough pressure on Mudge, who's trying to get down the line, to knock Nick Davila off his path on the handoff.
Willie McGinnis, former star at Rhode Island, involved right there with Lewis. And we'll see what Taylor's got in mind now up front. 3rd down. Davila passing this time. End zone, touchdown. Maurice Purify got his first TD grab of the night. 4-time Arena Bowl champ. Touchdown number 10 on the season.
This is just a quick out route. Short storm, gets into his man who backs up into the end zone. Which anytime you're in that red zone, you don't want to get contacted by the big fellas. Ramasoni backs up into the end zone and puts himself in harm's way by allowing the speed out.
Spencer for the PAT. 14-7 for the visitors.
Arizona turns defense into offense with points. Luis Vasquez around the edge leads to Maurice Purify on the quick out. Arizona on top on the road.
Five games in, Rattlers outstanding on defense. 4th in total yards allowed, 267.2. Tops in scoring defense, 34.4. Tops in turnover margin, and an outstanding year, 3rd down defense as well. 28.3% 3rd down conversions allowed. One key reason Damian Burrell joined on the field level by Tino.
All right, Dave, Damian Burrell, let's talk about this defense. You pride yourselves on making those stops in a league that's all about offense. What did you have to do down that series there?
We just like to bring that intensity between the 4 of us. You know, we practice real well, so we like to bring it out here on the field.
That D-line, what do you guys do to prepare for this as far as film study or just the way you were able to get into their offense?
Well, we're always together. We're always vibing off each other, so we're together 24/7. Either it's at home or at practice, getting treatment, watching film, we're always together. Grocery shopping, we can't separate us.
That team that shops together wins together. Thank you, Damian.
Yeah.
Dave.
Grocery shopping. 17 sacks on the season.
It's all about team unity, right?
It is.
Tompkins off the net. Deatter finds him and makes a nice play on special teams.
Demetrio Tyson kind of went down with a hamstring. He pulled up on the coverage there. He's limping off the field now.
That's bad news.
And that's, you know, one of their horses on the D-line. That's one of those things where you got to cover. And he expects every player on his team, Kevin Guy, expects every player on the team to play special teams.
Leader in the Arena Football League in sacks, Demetrio Tyson, injured. 5 sacks this year for him. First down. Hibbert and the offense on the move. Tompkins, that's Kendall, makes the catch. Marcus Smith helps bump him out of bounds, along with some help from K.J. Morton, the rookie out of Baylor.
So Kendall Tompkins, a guy you've got to wrap up because he is extremely dangerous. Talk about Rod Windsor's ability to run with the ball after the catch. Kendall Tompkins is a guy that can get loose on you. See Glasper trying to shove guys around.
Oh, easy. Will Maxwell, the center, second-year man out of South Carolina, got pushed a bit there. Flag flies after the huddle broke for the Predators. Let's sort this one out with our officiating crew. We told you, no love lost between these two franchises at all.
Unsportsmanlike conduct charged to Orlando. The penalty is half the distance. Second down.
Well, John, they wanted a flag on Tyree Glasper for the late shove. But listen, it's a big game. You can't let your emotions get the best of you. Even if you don't like it. If you didn't get the call, you didn't get it. You still got to play football regardless. No sense of talking about it. Right here, you're going to see Glasper gets pushed, and he didn't like it, so he shoves back on Maxwell.
Third penalty on the Predators already. Kendall Tompkins, Marcus Smith makes the play outside the 15.
From number 4,
Quick screen to slow those guys down. You know that pass rush getting heated up. You slow them down. You know they're a man down now. Tyson went off the field. You want to make him run sideline to sideline. Waste a lot of energy.
Burrell, Hawthorne, Vasquez, Tyson, the top pass rushing threats for Arizona. That hurts the visitors. Hippert, some pressure off the edge and throws. Tompkins makes the catch. Run into the barrier by Al Phillips, 6th-year man from Wagner on Staten Island. First down for Orlando.
This is miscommunication. Fortunate this ball didn't come out. You see the flash right there. Our Keith Brown goes with an inside man when Tompkins is definitely his man. Al Phillips has to come over late, but that was a miscommunication by our Keith Brown. And when you're playing with 2 young guys, the guys that haven't played a ton, you've got to be on top of every call. And they look for our Keith Brown to be that guy.
Carr on your screen. He's the motion man this time. First down, flags again. 4 penalties.
Ball start. Number 63, offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
21 yards, 4 penalties for the Preds here to begin the game. Not what you want if you join McCray.
You'll see him flinch here up on top. It's out of his stance a little earlier, and that's what 17 sacks in 5 games and a quarter will do to you. You know they're coming, and they don't just come with speed. They come with speed and power across the front line. That's what they want out of these rushers from Arizona.
First down, more movement, another one. Justin McCray this time moved early. And Orlando just can't get of its own way with penalties.
They might get Antaj on that one.
Let's see.
False start by the fullback. That's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
Wow.
See right now, just got to settle down and play. So they both went at the same time, and typically that'll go against the nose.
Since we reached the bonus on offense, now it's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
Ouch, and we've seen 2 offsides by the motion man. Now it's 10 yards, a 10-yard penalty because they've reached the bonus for offsides. And that's one of those old rules where all the defensive linemen would jump off sides. They implement that to speed the game up and try to keep guys on side. You normally don't see this many from the offense.
No, not the bonus you want to reach. Wow, a 50-yard field, 10 yards, that's a big deal. All right, first down. Hibbert and the offense knocked down. Glasper gone up there. Big play defensively for Tyree Glasper.
They are getting completely confused. That is a fortunate knockdown by Glasper for Arizona because this is a wide open receiver. Again, they run a cluster formation or a short bunch. They come motion out of it, run one guy to the post, the other guy out to the short corner, and it's been wide open 2 times in a row. Very fortunate that ball was knocked down.
So the defensive line does the job. Glasper first team all-arena football last year. Second down. Pressure Burrell again. Deep ball. Carr has it. Touchdown Orlando. Greg Carr. Give somebody a souvenir. Nice arm.
He's got a big arm. He's a big man, and he does a nice job of all 6'6". He's going to come down on our Keith Brown at 6'6", 230 pounds. He's going to come down here, and these squiggly lines means he's stuttering and then going. Watch him break it down, quick feet, then he takes off, and our Keith Brown gets squared with his feet, and it's over at that point. You either got to stay in your back pedal or go up and hit him. Take the penalty.
The final moments of the quarter.
At the end of the first quarter, however, the extra point will be attempted.
On time down, end of the quarter. Try to tie this game up. Mark Lewis plays college football at FIU. Extends the record and ends the quarter. The 2 5-0 teams are tied at 14 after 1 quarter of play. You're watching the Arena Football League on CBS Sports Network. Showdown Saturday continues with quarter number 2 next. Carr, touchdown catch with just seconds left in the first quarter. After all those penalties against the Preds in the opening 15, that was big. And look at that throw, almost to the upper deck.
You know, I was going to give him credit for having, you look at 6 plays, 40 yards, took 4 minutes, 20 seconds because of all the penalties. I was going to give him credit for having a real big cannon arm, but it took like a double crow hop right there. That was a big time crow hop.
Could you right now from the field get to the upper deck?
Well, the upper deck's blocked off, so I don't want to get rejected, but I can put it up here.
There you go.
For sure. My upper deck days might be gone.
Just a number. Just a number.
I'm not going to say I wouldn't try it. Definitely try it. I know you would.
Amos, look out. Live ball. Down he goes.
Monte Lewis took him down. Great hustle for the big man. That's trouble. This has got to be the loneliest feeling in the world right there when you're kneeling down, looking up, trying to recover the ball. It's a great job of retaining possession. That could have got away from him.
Dabble in the offense back in the field here. 3 for 3. 46 yards, 2 touchdowns already. 1 to Amos, 1 to Purify. Carr's tee to grab, end of the first, tied it. Flags and whistles again.
It's going to be 10 yards.
Offsides, encroachment, number 67, defense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
That's Terrence Taylor, the nose guard for the Preds. Back down to Tina.
Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy, he likes to keep everything on a business level. He says he wants to make sure his players are never too high or too low. And I was asking him about players' personalities. He said, Nick Davila, he's actually a really quiet guy for a quarterback, but I saw him on the sidelines. He gets pumped up, Dave. He's always showing his leadership and talking to his players.
What a leader. Tina, no question about that. Purify makes the catch. And nailed at about the 15-yard line. It'll be first down yardage.
I'm trying to figure out what Tina means by pretty quiet for a quarterback, like we're the loud guys or something.
You're supposed to be. You're supposed to be the emotional, vocal leader.
I might have taken that completely out of context. She just totally threw a dig.
Tina, for some reason, my partner up here, the Hall of Famer, doesn't like that. I don't know. I thought that was apropos.
Quiet for a quarterback.
He's a little soft-spoken. I think Tina's right there. First down. Davila throwing. DeAdder has the catch. Big pickup. Chase DeAdder finally slung down by Paul Stevens out of Central Missouri. Chewing up big yards are the Rattlers here. Flag down.
Big time 21-yard gain. And to watch Nick as we get the call.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Illegal formation, number 53, lining up too wide. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, face mask on the defense. That penalty will be added on. First down.
So Mike Lewis lines up too wide. That 5-yard penalty declined by Kevin Guy and the Rattlers. And then Paul Stevens dragging down DeAdder on the face mask call.
And on the call there, Arena Football's own Grannis Bell played in an Arena Bowl. The back judge played an Arena Bowl and has officiated one as well.
Self-inflicted wounds here, said for the Preds. Disaster start with penalties.
Well, we both thought that was a horse collar tackle right there, but he got the face mask. But to watch Nick,
the spot of the ball is correct. First down.
To watch Nick go through his progressions there, he wanted something on the right side, but it knows exactly where it is. Came back to the backside route, the little short in route on the backside, and is able to hit. That's what makes him effective. He understands, comes right off and goes to his secondary receivers.
DeAdder inactive tonight. He'll play the Jack linebacker as well. Kerr Reed out for the year, knee injury for Arizona. Down to the end zone, looks for Ron Windsor. Not this time, broken up there by Stevens.
That's good coverage by Paul Stevens. Tight coverage. You see the size difference as he walks away, and Windsor kind of laughing. Like he might have gotten away with one. 7 penalties in the game for Orlando.
That's a nightmare. That's just
huge.
a nightmare.
Huge. 41 yards.
Second down. Davila. Benson blocks. End zone. Windsor, touchdown. Rod Windsor has done it again. Barbasoni trying to stop the brilliant Rod Windsor. Just can't do that. He averages 10.5 catches a game tops in the AFL this year.
And this is a zone buster right here. They're going to get inside release, and he's just going to hang out and then burst outside. But watch the ball placement right in this front corner here. Paul Stevens has no chance as he hesitates. Look at the ball placement and a tough back shoulder catch from Rod the God Windsor.
Spencer misses the PAT. 7th kicker in 4 seasons after Alex Zendeja started the year but struggled mightily against Portland the opener with 3 missed PATs. Didn't get much better after that. Windsor's great though, no question about that. Arizona by 6. I-4 east-westbound, right in front of the Amway Center, downtown Orlando, right across the freeways there. Ron Windsor, 39 straight games in which he's played a touchdown catch. Just a tremendous streak for the legend.
Man, he's fantastic. Very businesslike. Another one of those guys that Tina was talking about, one of those quiet guys on offense. And that's kind of an oxymoron, a quiet receiver. You don't have a lot of those guys. But he's one of those guys that just comes out and goes to work.
I'd say he and Nick Davila are pretty soft-spoken.
Well, they're pretty loud on the field.
And they do their talk on the field, right? Do they ever? Spencer kicks off. Tompkins, clean bounce off the net this time. DeAdder whiffs on a tackle try, then helps polish him off along with Tyree Glassbrush. Special teams. 20-14, timeout of the city beautiful Orlando, Florida. Tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern, join CBS Sports Network for round 1 of the Lucas Oil Racing Pro 4 and Pro Buggy action as the journey to crowning this year's champion of the Off-Road Racing Series gets underway right here on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Fast-paced racing offense is here tonight at the Amway Center in Orlando. Showdown Saturday. 2 remaining 5-0 teams in the 18 Arena Football League going head-to-head. Hippert on first down. Tompkins has the catch. Deatter overruns. Glasper can't find him. And then eventually, Arkeith Brown makes the play on defense to about the 14.
When he made that initial cutback, I thought perhaps he was going to go all the way across the field. Anytime that guy gets the ball in his hands, you're kind of waiting for him to explode. It's such a knack of running after the catch.
7 total touchdowns against the Glads last week, tying Barry Wagner's 95 team record. Second down, flags again.
False start
Can
on
it
Greg
be
Carr.
again?
Greg Carr this time.
Said, I just can't believe what I'm seeing here. Another penalty.
On the offensive side.
False start. Offense number 4. Penalty is half the distance. Second down.
Wow. When you talk about hurting yourself.
Bobkeith, third year here in Orlando as head coach. 8 penalties, 48 yards now against the home team. Coach didn't talk about that this morning, did he?
No, that wasn't.
He thought that was buttoned up, right? Not the case. Second down. Hippert, Glasper, the pressure, and Hippert downfield. Incomplete.
Good effort. Would have been a tough catch.
Rolling on the field is an incomplete pass.
Kendall Tompkins trying to bring that in, said.
That's the right call. Good job by Hibbert to extend this play. Kendall Tompkins is open. They send him high motion to the field side. He's open, but you'll see right there the ball squirts out. You get a better look here. It's on the ground there.
That's the right call.
And then he kind of scoops it back in. It's a good job of trying to trap it, though. He's got to sell it a little better, though.
Gotta have control when he hit the ground.
Great effort.
Numbers for Randy so far. 2 touchdowns for Tompkins and Carr. Third down. Tompkins. Arkeith Brown makes the play. But Brandon Tompkins gets across the 15-yard line to about the 21 for a first down. Back down to Tina.
Dave, Demetrio Tyson took himself off the field. He's struggling with something with his leg. Now, he went back to a trainer. He's working on it. And he just moved forward, and he's stretching right now. When I had seen him before, when he went back in, he said he was good to go. But something's bothering him that he took himself out, Dave. Back to you.
Tyson so key for Arizona, Tina, no question about that. Sack leader, Arena Football League, hurt early, hamstring. Tompkins, Kendall climbs the ladder. Brown knocks him down. Ball came out. Now it's called down.
It's down. He hit the wall.
The 10.
The runner was ruled down by contact.
He's pushed into the wall. That's a good call. That's a right call. Official's right on top of it. Good job, guys, getting it right. But he hits the deck. Nice dig route again. Arkeith giving him plenty of space. Great job of going up and getting it by Kendall. But right there, he was hit down. The ball starts to wobble after he's on the ground. He gets touched down right there, and he's down on the ground. Then the ball wobbles out. That's a good call by the officials, right on top of it.
Third-year man for Miami. Brandon Tompkins, motion man this time. Swings around Hippert. He throws end zone. Ball off the net there for a moment. Brandon Tompkins couldn't find it, though. Incomplete near the goal line.
Oh, my goodness. That got
flagged down.
Talk about getting away.
Sideline warning charge to Arizona. First warning, second down.
Wow. Arizona's on the other end. Unless they're talking about Coach Guy getting too close to the mix.
I think so. The only call is possible there.
Wait a minute.
Other end of the field.
Coach Guy's in there trying to get it, be the 6th man in the secondary.
A great defensive back, West Alabama, and indoor football as well. On second down, McCray has the catch. Bumped out of bounds at about the 1. Justin McCray. Oh, McCray twins out of UCF.
I mean, could you have a better thing to be able to play something with one of your siblings?
Twin brother.
Professional.
Yeah, cool.
With one of your siblings. Double release route. You're going to go here and there with the fullback. And a good job of getting by Burrell. Does a nice job of continuing on and not being stopped. Now they're in a jumbo package. 2 extra linemen, just 1 receiver.
Pitch play. Tompkins, touchdown for Moore. He came to the game. Terrence Moore, the Jack linebacker, gets a carry and a touchdown for Orlando.
That's a huge finish of that drive because there was a missed opportunity to play before. A couple plays ago, Hibbert had a man wide open in the back of the end zone, threw it off the net, which normally gets you in trouble with an interception. They're still able to capitalize and put points on the board. Good play call out of the jumbo package there.
Lewis has the PAT. And the miss point after from Arizona's Kenny Spencer means Lewis can give the home team the lead. Touchdown for Moore. Rattlers in trouble. That's an awesome hat. Amazing. Do you want access to every AFL game at once? Then go to arenafootball.com and click AFL Live for online broadcast of games around the league. Standings heading into week 6. The National Conference leading Rattlers. Preds leading the American Conference. Now Cleveland, LA, Philadelphia, Jacksonville. A lot of talent in the AFL this year.
There is, and the talent pool has shrunk because of the 8 teams. So with everybody having the ability to get in and join the party at the end of the season, seeding will matter.
Amos off the net. Stood up at about 12. And Arizona takes over off the Terrence Moore touchdown run. Its 3rd TD run of the year. And first TD run we've had in our game here tonight so far. Davila and Guy, the brain trust of this outstanding Arizona offense. Back to work.
And great for a lot of years, man. Just the consistency is what gets you. He started this game out 6 of 7, 81 yards, 3 touchdowns. And just continues to find new ways to beat people on the offensive end.
First down. Davila is throwing. Amos is catching. Down about the 20-yard line. First down. Ramasoni, leader in the Arena League with 5 picks entering week 6. Speaking of leader, look at the numbers Davila's put up this year.
32 TD passes. You see the completion. I mean, the numbers are ridiculous. I don't know what else the guy can do. You know, right now he's a first ballot Hall of Famer and still right in his prime.
Isn't that something?
It's crazy.
2-time AFL MVP. First down, 18-yard gain a moment ago. Purify has a catch. And he's hammered outside the 5. Nice pickup. Chains move for the visitors.
Good patience. He wanted Rod Windsor. It's a good job of covering deep down the middle. However, you lose the man on the dig route. And that's what happens when you end up playing zone. You leave holes in lanes. If you can get to him, you get enough time from that offensive line, which Arizona usually does an outstanding job of giving Nick time to either slide or find a way to move around that pocket to make a throw.
16-yard gain. First down. Davila, time. End zone. Amos climbs the ladder. Intercepted. Paul Stevens with a pick for Orlando. A big-time defensive play in the end zone for the Predators.
This ball's out just a fraction late. A fraction late. Not a lot late, just a fraction, but because Stevens is so close on it, when Amos goes to get his hands up on it, he has to turn and face the QB. Watch the corner route right here. Stevens is close enough. See the hold up, he has to go up and get it, but right there, Stevens jumps up inside underneath and is able to strip and get his arm. Watch his right arm strip and get it inside the body and frame. That's an outstanding job by Paul Stevens.
Coach Keefe is pumped. Stevens, 5th-year man, Central Missouri, 3rd pick of the year. Hipper in the offense, back in the field. Tompkins thumped from behind. He got hit right away there by Al Phillips.
6 catches on the game already. He's been extremely active early. The guy that's been one of the biggest threats in this league at that position. Even going back to his Spokane days, playing against Arizona in the conference finals a few times. Had big games. They just couldn't get by Arizona.
Get the call from new offensive coordinator Matt Sock. Second and short. Hippert, deep ball. Carr has a great catch at the 1-yard line. Greg Carr uses the big frame at 6'6" to elevate and gather.
They try to run out and switch. They're going to outside release here and try to run here with Carr, who's 6'6". And you see the switch. The ball should be up a little bit early. However, when you got 6'6", going up against 5'11", you just give your guy a chance. 35 yards on the completion.
Predators in the Geico blue zone. First and goal. Flag down. And the play stopped short. Larry Brackens, the 4 key receivers tonight for Orlando.
There was a second neutral zone infraction by the MAC linebacker. Penalty is half the distance. Replay first down.
Just trying to get a head start because you know it's an ISO play here. As soon as you see the motions from Larry Brackens, Tyree Glasper trying to get a head start, moving forward, which you can't be moving towards the line of scrimmage.
Even closer to the goal line. First down. Brackens, touchdown. Larry Brackens with ease. Second straight TD run for the Predators.
We go right back to the ISO. Larry Brackens, when it gets around that red zone, this one thing that guy does is score. You see, good job leading on the edge by Chad Anderson. Buries the MAC linebacker, or the Mike linebacker. It's a walk-in.
Made that look easy, didn't they? PAT for Mark Lewis. How about this right now? We've got an 8-point lead for Orlando.
On Paul Stevens right here. He steals it. Give me that possession back. I'm taking it the other way. And then the long pass to Mr. Carr, who goes up the ladder to get it. And Larry Boogie Brackens is able to punch it in.
Traffic easing a bit. Not I-4 east and west. Outside the Amway Center. Near downtown Orlando. Scoring drive. Predators strike again. Second straight touchdown run. First it was Moore, then Larry Brackens. And we talked about it a moment ago, said Arizona in the 5-0 start has been behind a bit. The overtime win over Jacksonville, a back-and-forth game. But beyond that, they're just blowing teams out.
Right, but they're not going to get, this is a team that won't get rattled.
Onside kick with a flag down. Grabbed by Purify at about the 13. There is a marker down.
And approaching the 1 minute. This is about the time where you see this start to happen.
Offsides by the kicking team, number 8. Penalty is half the distance. Arizona ball, first down.
And if you're Orlando, why not do it right now? Because the last thing Nick remembers, and he'd probably forgotten it already, he's such a pro, but the last thing he remembers being down here, there's an interception. So why not onside, force him to get back in this tight red zone, force him to make some plays down there.
Terrence Moore offside on that.
There's 1 minute
Onside kick
remaining
attempt.
in the half. The 1 minute timing rules are now in effect. Each team has 3 timeouts.
1 minute warning in Orlando. Nick Davila coming off just his 3rd interception of the year. Will try to cash in again for the Rattlers. Greg Carr, 2 catches, 70 yards for Orlando, including this long TD grab. 35 yards. That tied the game at 14. End of the first quarter. He's joined field level now by Tina.
All right, Dave, Greg, after Paul Stevens' interception, what was the play call to get you down the field as quickly as you did?
They just gave us the defense we seen and we was expecting, and Coach told me if they give us that look to hop my route, and that's what I did, and I was able to make a play.
Right, Greg, thank you.
Thank you.
Dave?
Hop the route. That means you take off. If you've got hooks on, if you've got an out or a dig, they come up and jam you or give you that chase, you go vertical on it. Force a guy from the outside that's not moving to cover you going deep. Good adjustment.
Minute left in the half. DeAtter, catch, end zone, touchdown Arizona. Chase DeAtter replacing the injured Kerry Reed out for the year. Hurt last week against Portland, the devastating knee injury. So DeAtter's role really increasing for the Rattlers now.
It has. His arena football IQ in his young career has to explode here for this team. He's already exceptional receiver, but now he's got to take on the duties part-time as the jack linebacker along with Marcus Smith, because Kerry Reed was fantastic.
Spencer has this one, missed his last attempts. 6-yard touchdown connection. Davila to Chase DeAtter. Davila now 9 of 11 and 4 touchdowns, the 1 pick, 121 yards for Nick Davila.
Hey, Sam, we having my tea right here?
For the latest news, scores, and stats, log on to arenafootball.com. Whether you want to check out special features on the league's brightest stars or watch live games, arenafootball.com is where it's at. Lots of great info right now if you log on while you're watching our game tonight on CBS Sports Network. Showdown Saturday, the game of the year in the Arena Football League. 2 unbeatens, and said these teams have delivered with an outstanding game so far.
They really have, and you might look at the score and say, well, it's low scoring now, but I believe we're going to see at least 2 more possessions from both these teams. There will be a few more onside kicks, and they'll get it going that way. But both of these teams are on the offensive side of the ledger, can just put up big-time points. For Orlando, it just comes into play with their young offensive line. Can you keep this Arizona defense from running a roughshod over you?
We'll see if Tompkins gets a chance to return the kick from Spencer, or whether or not said is prophetic. And we see another onside kick here. 1-minute rule applied. Onside kick again. Didn't go far enough, did it?
No matter. Nice job on the recovery. Kent Richardson.
Defensive back for the Predators, Kent Richardson of West Virginia makes the play.
Yeah, the former Philadelphia Soul DB. He goes out and grabs it. I mean, that is dangerous, boy. He goes and gets it.
Stevens is shaken up for the Predators. And that big pick in the end zone earlier in this first half. 52 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Look at his size, 5'9", 170. Not the biggest guy, but he's tough. Really good cover man who's continually got better each year.
Interception last week for Stevens as well against Cleveland in the third quarter. Launches his ankle in the...
Right there, just gets rolled up on by Tyree Glasper a little bit. But you know, they always say in football, don't ever get caught standing around a pile. It's when bad stuff happens.
Like that. Lots of time for more points. Hippert throwing, end zone, Brackens, touchdown, Orlando. One by air, one on the ground for Larry Brackens tonight. Predators score again.
This is a tough lineup for AZ to deal with. When you go big, when you go with Brackens at 6'5", Greg Carr at 6'6", and then you got the jitterbug and Brandon Tompkins. But this is just a blown coverage, miscommunication, no contact on the motion, man. You allow him to just run through. That's an easy one.
Number 62 are eligible.
That's an easy one for Brackens.
Lewis has the PAT. 6-yard TD connection. Randy Hifford and Larry Brackens.
And all he does is catch touchdown. You see the tough coverage here waiting. Move and then down the middle. Obviously, our Keith Brown thinks it's a different call or guesses to the outside release. He jumps outside, doesn't stay patient, and uses inside hand. I mean, he gives the free. I mean, that is a freebie right there. And it's been a tough one for our Keith thus far tonight. But as a DB in this league, you have to have a short memory. 8-yard strike. Boogie Brackens, tell you, get inside that 10-yard line, man. Whether it's running or catching touchdowns, that guy is a threat.
Lights out, right? For Larry Brackens. 4th touchdown catch of the year. Already the TD run, and 3 scores now in the second quarter for Orlando. Back up by 8, but a lot of time remaining in the first half. A lot of things could happen here.
Like I said, 2 more possessions from these teams. It's 47 seconds. We've had 2 possessions in 12 seconds.
I love it. You want offense, you found it.
The other thing is, it's supposed to be, technically, it's tougher to score down inside the red zone anyway. However, you want to speed up the game, get a few more possessions, and this is what happens inside the 1-minute timing rules.
Kickoff here from the Geico goal line for Lewis. Onside kick again. Purify elevates and makes a nice play. About the 12-yard line or so, and that's where Arizona gets a crack at it here with 44 seconds to go in the first half. Monte Lewis was all over Maurice Purify there.
Well, we got Monte Lewis at 265 pounds. I don't think anybody wanted to get in front of him.
Called to 10 officially. Both teams full complement of timeouts remaining as well. Davila, time, fires, Deatter, lunging, grab at about the 5-yard line. How about that play by Chase Deatter?
With Stevens hanging all over him.
Here comes a late flag, another flag after the play. Dead ball foul coming up here. Penalty riddled first half from Orlando.
There's no foul for the coach being on the field. He was on the field to call timeout. The flag will be picked up. Orlando will be charged their first timeout of the half, 32nd timeout.
All right, so the Predators use their first of 3 timeouts. Let's take a look here, see where Coach Keith was.
See the holding and pushing right here, but watch this catch here with Paul Stevens all over. That's a great job of extending for the football by Chase Deatter.
Nick Davila, 10 of 12, 4 touchdowns, the 1 pick to Stevens in the end zone. Deatter got to the 4 officially, 2nd down. That's so far for Nick.
Very solid, just the 1 mistake in the red zone. A little bit late on the throw.
2nd down. Davila, time, end zone. Way too high this time. Purify, intended receiver. Got Richardson. 10 tackles in that win in Cleveland last week against the Gladiators to lead the Predators on the road. Good coverage that time.
It really was, and again, Windsor getting physical with the secondary. Trucks the middleman, Varnasona. They're going to let him play, which you should down there. Let him play. Don't expect a whistle. Get down there and make a play.
The jungle, loud as it's been tonight. 3rd down. Davila with pressure, end zone. It's incomplete. Deatter, intended receiver. Sony on coverage.
This would be a great time for a double release, or at least on third down it was, but they're allowing the guys in the red zone. But the offensive players, watch, are just running right into the secondary guys. They're getting in too tight. They're allowing them to grab, allowing them to pull up their space. You got to get up on the toes and get away from them quicker. They're just getting too quick. He wants the hold call. I get that because it looks like holding, but your receivers are putting themselves in harm's way by getting up into him too quickly.
Big play. Fourth down. Davila, end zone. Windsor broken up. Sony makes a great play on defense. Varma, Sony. That's a breakup.
Great job of finishing the play. He was tight enough and close enough where Ron Windsor could not spin and get away from him. Watch the tight coverage. Just a quick fade right here. This is man on man. We're coming right at you, Varmasoni, and we're going to put it up. He's right there, but watch him finish through the play. Explosion through the football, gets it out of there. Look how quick it happens. Right hand through the hands. It's out. That's a great job.
Sideline warning charge to Arizona. That's a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 10.
Another sideline warning against Kevin Guy. GM head coach getting a little too assertive on the field. The Rattlers coach. And it costs the visitors 5 yards here.
This will be a good time for a screen. You've got timeouts. You know Arizona, after they get denied, that defense is coming right now. It's a good time for something quick.
Hibbert, here comes some pressure. Hawthorne, that ball is into the seats. And a souvenir for a Lucky fan.
Ooh, this is dangerous. You know these guys crank it up in this situation. Look at the push inside. Good swim right there by Glasper. But that could have been an outside rush right there from Hawthorne. He's a nose guard. He ends up kind of looping around. It didn't look as bad because the QB had rolled to the right side.
From Wisconsin, Antosh Hawthorne, good pressure, up the middle. Hibbert throws. Tompkins has it. Tompkins. A lot of contact. Kendall Tompkins inside the 5. KJ Morton came up to deliver a blow.
30-second charge.
What a collision.
For Orlando. Second charge.
Could have got Greg Carr for false start again, but zone defense out of sync. The Jack is chasing when he doesn't need to be, but watch this lick by KJ.
Whoa.
KJ Morton, saw him a week ago, play extremely physical, young guy learning the game. Watch this delivery. Kendall gets kind of caught between a move and
gets decked. 35-yard pickup though. Hibbert to Kendall Tompkins.
It's huge, huge.
4 seconds remaining.
Arizona gets the ball to start the second half. This is huge for Orlando. That man has been unstoppable in motion.
Hibbert throws. End zone. Touchdown for Larry Brackens. Justice said what happened. They'll kick the PAT on time down to try to go up 15 at the break. Larry Brackens, 3 first-half touchdowns.
Number 63 and number 62 are eligible.
That was a long huddle for an extra point.
But Lewis is kicking successfully. And that ends the half. 42-27. Showdown Saturday. Brackens had 3 straight TDs.
You go man to man, it's too big. He's too big, too strong. It's kind of a dig wrap, but you see how he's wrapping back down towards the front line of the end zone. There's no chance for the secondary to do anything.
Let's go back down to team with Rob Keefe.
All right, Dave. Coach Keefe What was the game plan to use Brackens and all of your weapons to get Hippert involved with them?
Look, they want to be the bullies here. They want to try to out-physical us. We're big people, too. We get paid just like they get paid. So we're going to bully them right back, and that's what we're doing right now. We're not going to take anything from anyone. It's our home field.
And you have done a lot of that on the defensive side between the coverages and forcing that turnover. What do you see from your defense?
Well, we're playing good. At the end of the day, we can't let them get 10, 15-yard penalties on us. Look, we'll play against the rest, too, if that's what it takes. Right now, we got to calm everybody down, myself included. We got to come back out here. We got to play smart football. We're up 2 possessions. We kick to them first. We got to keep this going for 30 more minutes, maybe 45. But they're a good team. Let's give them credit. But look, we're on a roll here. We got to keep this momentum moving.
Coach Keefe, thank you. Dave, back to you.
Tina, Rob Keefe is all kinds of excited after 30 minutes. He's predicting possible overtime tonight here in Orlando. What an opening 30 for his Predators. 42-27 the lead at halftime over undefeated Arizona. You're watching the Arena Football League on CBS Sports Network.
This is what you do. This is what you do. Now, everybody, we're going to calm down. We're going to calm down right now. This is halftime is for a reason, right? Halftime is for a reason. It's to calm down. It's to regroup. Okay? We're going to have the second wave of the war here coming. That's what it does, right? Night falls. We regroup. We're ready to strike at dawn. Here's the goal. Here's the goal. And this is not going to be our Achilles heel. We're going to make them quit. We are going to make them quit by applying pressure. Don't stop. Don't let up. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep driving. Keep going. We've had a couple third quarters here where we haven't scored points. That is not going to happen. We're going to talk about the execution of what we need to continue to do. We're going to be smart. No more penalties. No more penalties. And we're going to win this game. They get the ball first. We're up 2 possessions. Don't think that a good team can't cut and chop down that lead. That's why you have to learn this lesson right here. We are going to play to win. We are not going to play not to lose. Does everybody hear me? Yes, sir. We play to win. We do not play not to lose. We're not going to worry about the...
Wow. Okay. Am I fired up? Let's see what Kevin Guy thinks. Tina joined field level by coach.
All right, Dave, thank you. Coach Guy, defensively, you have a couple of injuries, Brown, Tyson. How has that affected the defense?
Well, it's affecting us. I mean, you know, it's sped clocks up, and they're trying to play through it, but, you know, we're not really getting, full effort there, and, you know, it is what it is. We're injured. We just got to find a way to get it done.
What do you want to see from your offense second half, especially the way the Orlando secondary is playing?
Well, we knew they were undercutters. We left one cell short, and then, you know, that other series, I mean, hey, if they're going to let them play like that, then, you know, we're going to have to get more physical.
All right, Coach Guy, thank you. Dave?
I agree. You got to get more physical in the red zone and not allow a secondary player to take your space. They're running right into the secondary. Undercutters will do that. They'll stand flat-footed, but you got to find a way to get around them.
Anthony Amos, short kick, elevates. Now the return. Richardson gets physical with him along the boards. Good play on special teams. So Nick Davila, a couple of stops, had the pick, and the 4th down play by Stevens in the end zone that stripped it loose. Sony, so brilliant as well, late in that first half. We'll see how Nick Davila responds. I imagine pretty well.
Yeah, one thing you know, this team is going to keep coming. This is a battle-tested team. They will continue to come. It's on Orlando right now to stay focused and continue to do what they're doing.
First down, Davila. Ron Windsor, stopped by Stevens. I want to get your thoughts here, Seth. Second wave of war, strike at dawn, make them quit. I mean, Coach Keefe, that was intense.
It was intense. He's fired up, and he wants to try and send a message. And this goes back to his days, him battling with Kevin Guy when he was the head coach at Spokane, and they beat Arizona 3 times in one season in 2010 and won the championship. I mean, it's been a long time since those days. He wants more.
Second down, Davila fires. Windsor has it again. Stevens drags him down from behind. Rod Windsor, another grab. First down to the 16.
Rod Windsor, 779 catches. Rattlers all-time leader who took over for Hunky Cooper. They were tied at 776. He's leaving my guy in the dust. 23-yard pickup on the great catch at the knees that he just made look effortless.
First down. Down and up. Purify. Little slant. Couldn't bring this one in, though. Kent Richardson with him step for step. About to lay a lick on Morris Purify.
It's a good ball. You can see Rod walking back to the huddle. He wanted it, but the slant route is open. You got to focus in, especially when you're down. You got to focus, find a way to make that play.
Great crowd tonight, making some noise again. It's been loud all evening. Second down. Dabble up, time. Purify. Wrestling match for the ball. It's incomplete. Corner of the end zone. Richardson on coverage.
Broken up by number 9, Richardson.
Tries to go back shoulder. Good coverage across the board, and they're letting him play. That ball's got to be thrown a little more to the outside edge. Give your guy a chance. Got to be a little more outside, away from the hands of the defender. But Mopi will tell you he probably should have brought that one in. And right now, I'm looking for number 1.
Third down. They've been so efficient all year. Windsor going up for the one-hand catch, not this time. As Stevens helped break it up against Rod Windsor.
They go to him here. Ball's a little bit high as he comes out of the break. He's running a short side boundary corner route. See him fake the dig and try to go back to the corner. Ball just gets away from Nick a little bit. This is huge for this Orlando defense.
Stats outstanding for Rob the God. Rattlers 2 of 7, 29%. Fourth down conversions entering play tonight. Fourth down, pump fake, Davila, time, Davila, Purify, end zone, touchdown Arizona.
They catch Kent Richardson staring in the backfield. It's just a delayed post route from outside here. He's going to stem upfield, straighten up, and then wrap it in late after this clears. Straightens him up, and then a double right there. Boom, the double move. You got to have a lot of time, so you got to give that offensive line credit. Nick's able to stand in there and deliver. Great response.
Fake. Conversion.
Shane Boyd.
Shane Boyd, the backup quarterback for Arizona, and the holder in for 2.
After Maurice Purify's second TD, watch this play. Shane Boyd down the pipe, and he was hitting it like a fullback. Arizona back in this.
College lacrosse picks right back up here on CBS Sports Network tomorrow afternoon. And a Beantown BU for the Patriot League hosts 9th-ranked Duke from the ACC at 1 Eastern only on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Second time we've seen Duke on our air this year. They thumped Loyola at Ridley in Baltimore earlier this season. Tail the tape, 9th-ranked Blue Devils for Coach Danowski looking for another national championship this year. Been a bit of an off season, but BU looks for the upset. 1 Eastern tomorrow on CBS Sports Network. You know who's dominating the ACC and lacrosse these days, don't you? The Syracuse Orange.
Well, I live
in the tournament again this year.
I live in Denver, so you want to talk about those guys?
That's right. We've talked about that before. Tompkins wants to talk about touchdown return. Amos makes the tackle on special teams. Brandon Tompkins with a big return.
Kenny Spencer's down, the kicker for Arizona.
Uh-oh.
He's grabbing his knee.
30-yard return for Tompkins. Here's a look, and there's Spencer going down. He's being helped off right now by Purify. That is terrible news for Arizona. Only have one kicker.
Roster's too small to carry anymore, and you know, if you've got anybody that you can just run out there and dribble the ball down the field, That's your next plan of attack. Somebody that can just run out and kick it down the middle of the field. We've played in a game with Craig Barr was our fullback, and our kickers went down, and he had to just come in and kick line drives down the field. It was effective. We were able to finish the game, but man, that is tough.
You may see that tonight for Arizona. First down off the great return from Tompkins. Hippert, end zone, Carr has it, touchdown Orlando. Carr's second TD grab of the night. Response for the Preds.
They're attacking the secondary from Arizona, who's a little bit banged up, but again, double move, you lose your technique, you come out of your back pedal when there's no reason to. He's still moving forward. He's not stopping or breaking down, but you slow down your feet. And at 6'6", Greg Carr can get up on you in a hurry.
Lewis knocks through the PAT. Hibbert, the huge season, connects with Carr again. And the Predators thinking about 6-0. 49-35 lead on Showdown Saturday. There have been only two head-to-head matchups in league history this deep into a season. 08, Dallas, Philadelphia. Soul won that one 57-28 to move to 9-0. Dallas was 7-0. June of '96, Tampa Bay against Anaheim. And the Storm and Jay Gruden won that game 34-28. Number 3 here tonight, all-time in Arena Football League history. And the Preds, a 2-score advantage again. Injuries a factor for Arizona. Lewis kicks off. Into the slack net. Did come right out, but it is called a touchback.
Well, you got to make a play for the ball as you get a look at Kenny. Talking to the trainers. But right there, he tries to stop, and you see him take all pressure and weight off of that right leg. And this is a guy who's transformed his body, has worked so hard to get in such good shape. You see he can barely put pressure on it as he's walking back into the locker room. Arizona right now, just 130 total yards of offense.
His first down, Davila in the end zone. Deep ball, incomplete this time. Richardson on coverage trying for Anthony Amos.
Still trying to find Amos, great talent, but has not played a ton with Nick. They haven't spent a lot of time together, so where little things where you know an angle a guy will take versus certain coverage, still trying to learn those things with Amos.
166 passing yards. 5 touchdowns, the pick in the first half for Davila so far. On second down, Amos juggles and makes a nice catch.
Terrence Moore dang near stole that. But again, you got to understand where the ball's coming from. If your jack is moving wide to the field side, you're going to see him come into your picture right there. But a great stab and a good job of holding on to it. Strong hands right there from Amos.
Terrence Moore, 5th-year man out of Troy. 7 tackles, Cleveland last week. Almost a great defensive play. Better play by Amos. This time, Windsor, the uncharacteristic drop. With Stevens right in his grill, incomplete.
Had an easy one, but he comes off of Maurice Purify a little quick on the sail route. What Orlando's doing is showing a lot of level. And what I mean by level is all 3 DBs will line up in the same area, 6-7 yards deep. And then they'll go into their coverage from there, which doesn't give you a clear look at what you're seeing coverage-wise. As you can see them across the field right there, all same depth.
Second down, Windsor this time, sure-handed. Ron Windsor breaks tackles, still on his feet. Dragging defenders like Pharma Sony even further downfield. First down for the Rattlers.
Nick coming backside and gets his 5th completion of the half. Just 5 of 10 after being 10 of 15 in the first half. But getting it rolling again, finding his go-to guy. And you'll see a sense of urgency from this offense as they continue to work.
Rattlers back in the Geico blue zone. Davila. Rod Windsor. Touchdown, Arizona. Second TD catch of the game for Rod Windsor.
Once again, they catch him in a zone coverage. So the first man's going to come through, stay skinny and high. Windsor's going to come through on the dig route. You see him set it up, but look how long this takes. Nick does a nice job of sliding around the pressure. And a good job on that offensive line, giving them space to work. You don't have to take off running as they're going for 2 here. They give him enough room to slide around and make that throw.
Remember, Kenny Spencer, injured knee, being looked at in the locker room, so he's not available anyway to try a PAT. They'll go for 2 again. Davila throws, end zone broken up, look for Windsor. Stevens got there. Incomplete, failed conversion.
Again, there's too much contact. The receiver getting up inside. You see the throw knocked down. Paul Stevens, great play. But again, this combination that we know oh too well, Nick finding his man, Rod Windsor, the touchdown maker.
So our question has been answered. Chase DeAdder, touchdown grab. The night 6th-year man out of Sacramento State, native of Stockton, California, will kick off here with Kenny Spencer out for the game. Rattler officials will not tell Tina field level specifics. DeAdder, the onside kick. Richardson grabs it in traffic. And Orlando in great shape field position-wise. DeAdder's kick efforts.
Listen, you don't have much choice. You've got to do it. However, now you allow Orlando to get in the red zone where they can get their 2 skyscrapers, Twin Towers down in the red zone, but you don't have a choice. You don't have a kicker to kick it deep. This gives you an extra player in there to go try to recover that thing. And it's such an important part of the game. And you don't know how valuable they are until you lose a kicker in the game. It rarely happens, but it does happen.
Last week, Kerry Reed hurt. This week, Kenny Spencer hurt. First down. DeAdder at the jack linebacker spot. Carr along the barrier makes a nice catch. Right in front of KJ Morton, the rookie out of Baylor.
Great catch.
And if you want to know how to stop Larry Brackets, he gets caught slipping here. He's trying to run through the box. Doesn't see DeAdder.
Whoa.
He gives his man a hand back there. It was not one of those guys, as our man Ron Jaworski tweeted out to us.
You saw that.
Who's going to stop?
Tweet there from Jaws. Thanks for that.
Stop Boogie.
Jacked up on the jack backer that time. On second down. Tompkins slips the tackle of Chase DeAdder. On touch in the end zone for the Predator touchdown.
And he's up there with some of the top dancers in the league as well as his celebration. But you talk about a guy that you have to wrap up and get on the ground. It's just a simple delay route. He comes out of the backfield. DeAdder too high, tries to get him up around the shoulders. Too much balance. An ability to shake tackles from Brandon.
We're going back and forth here. Orlando responds. Up by 15. Second touchdown grab of the night for Brandon Tompkins. Reddy Hippert said 3 for 3 this half. Couple touchdown passes for the game. He's got 6 TD chucks.
284 yards as well, and he's been extremely comfortable since that second drive of the game where he was 0 for 4. He's been dominating this game, along with the help from some of his friends. The big guys up front, Larry Brackens has been outstanding tonight, but that offensive line has to get a lot of credit. This is The Arizona Rattler team came in with 16 sacks, added 1. Orlando has stood up to the challenge and fought back and punched back. Greg Carr was dominant, has been dominant, and right there, whoop, gonna slip right under you and get in the end zone. But he has got it going. Got to give that offensive line. McCray brothers, Maxwell and Longo, big ups. They've done an outstanding job of keeping him clean outside of that 1 sack.
Lewis kicks away. Amos off the net. Fields it cleanly. Has some room. Amos gonna go for an Arizona touchdown. Anthony Amos untouched. And that's the answer the Rattlers wanted. Second touchdown return of the season for Amos. Also had one in Anaheim against the LA Kiss.
It's been a while since Arizona's had a guy back there that explosive. He is explosive, folks. Second-year man. He's outstanding. Last year for a team that struggled up in Portland, but Arizona loves his talent. And you see right there his ability to change a game in the return fashion.
Remember, kicker Kenny Spencer out for the game with a knee injury. So they'll go for 2 again. Down the left time. Purify, back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Granis Bell is letting the boys play. You've got to change your game. They try to get the late dig route at the back of the end zone. And listen, if they're holding, you got to know that. It's like an ump giving you the low pitch. You keep throwing there. And you've got to adjust your game. There's a tackle on Chase DeAdder, though. That should have been called. But you've got to change your game. If they're allowing them to play physical, then as an offensive player, play more physical than they're playing.
Kent Richardson, nice finish back of the end zone on the 2-point try for Arizona. Amos, though, got loose.
But look at the strength. Just picks his way, and pretty easy. And Mark, back in the day, Mark Lewis might have made that tackle, but not now. He gets frozen in the middle of the field. That's what happens when you get a bunch of separate lanes by your guys covering the kicks in different waves to give guys lanes to run in.
Amos had 690 return yards for Spokane last year. With the Dallas Cowboys 2013 NFL training camp, making a big impact with Arizona tonight. Had the first touchdown of the game for the Rattlers to tie it at 7 in the first quarter. And the kickoff return as well. Onside kick. DeAdder again tries it. Orlando again has it. It's Richardson. We've seen this before.
Give him a short field. Now you got to find a way to force Orlando into a mistake here. You have to find a way. You just got a gift, a freebie. When you get a return, that's a freebie. You allowed your guys a little bit of break. This Arizona defense that's been spectacular all season has got to find a way right now to change it up.
Bracken's motion man. McCray, touchdown! Jordan McCray. One of the McCray twins get it done.
That's an excellent call by Matt Sock. You go with the double release. And what happens? You know they're coming. You know Arizona's trying to get after you, but he's going to delay and get right up there. Fullback's going to go right out there. And the jack was going hot, was screaming hot to the field. And that is an easy one. Great call by Matt Sock.
Third touchdown catch of the year for big Jordan McCray, former star offensive lineman for George O'Leary at UCF. Not far from here. PAT tacked on again.
And as soon as the jack takes off and goes hot to the field, which somebody had to get the wrong call. There was a flat defender already over there. There had to be a mix-up. But again, Chase DeAdder playing sparingly at that jack spot. Bad communication, you get in trouble. And I'll tell you what, as a QB, all you can think there is just don't overthrow the big guy going down the middle of the field.
It's got to be such a thrill for a guy like Jordan or Justin McCray, who played offensive line at UCF, won the Fiesta Bowl for the Knights, NFL camps for each with Tennessee and Green Bay for the Twins, and now they're catching passes in the Arena League. That's got to be a blast.
You know they weren't getting anywhere near the football for Coach O'Leary.
Even on walkthroughs, Coach O'Leary wouldn't let him do it, right? On Friday. No, don't touch that football.
I don't want to build any bad habits.
Jordan had a big touchdown catch against Cleveland last week at the Q. Part of that 21-0 Gladiator fourth quarter. Ended up winning that game to go 5-0. They won it by 20, 76-56, and here they are with a big lead on undefeated Arizona tonight, 63-47. Arizona's best defense in the league. Might be its worst effort of the year. Live ball, tough bounce off the upright there. And Amos is dumped down outside the 5. Randy Hipper, star quarterback. Orlando joined by Tina.
Thank you, Dave. Randy, I just saw you giving the calm down symbol to your teammates. What are you telling them?
But this game's not over. They're a great team. You're never down. You're never out, no matter what the score is, and they've been a great team for a reason. So we got to keep playing, keep executing, and just keep playing to the final whistle.
There's such balance to the offense. You're finding all of your targets. What has you clicking tonight?
We're just taking what they give us. You know, when they try to stop one, somebody else is making a play for us.
All right, Randy, thank you.
That's huge, huge. Lots of guys making plays, Tina, no question about that. Purify makes a play for the visitors. And Moore and Richardson sandwich him. Physical play defensively against Maurice Purify.
That was a tough run. 11-yard gain. A lot of contact.
End of the third. Nick Davila signifies to his teammates. Fourth quarter coming up. Arizona's going to need a big rally to avoid its first loss of the year. Showdown Saturday. Arena Football League action on CBS Sports Network. Getting set for the fourth. 63-47 game. Can Orlando leave the Amway Center tonight as the only 6-0? Davila beginning the fourth quarter. Purify has a catch, has some blockers, still on his feet. William McGinnis helps stand him up. Defensively there for Orlando. Maurice Purify, good start to the fourth. Monte Lewis some help as well.
And you got this team all riled up, pent up. So what do you do? Attack the bigs, make their bigs run down the field. But if you're Orlando, this is fine with you. Make them work it down the field and get in the red zone when you've been effective against Arizona all night.
First down. Davila pressure. Down he goes. Willie McGinnis on the sack.
It's just a continual power rush by Willie Mack. See him come up, gets into Michael Benson, gets his hands off. And initially I thought Nick had a spot to step up, but that gap was closed down. You get a guy in space. And Willie McGinnis is a big man, folks. 295-pound, athletic, 7-yard loss. Not much you can do there.
First time Davila's been sacked, only the fourth time of the season. Throws here on the move. Flag down. Purify is down. Thanks to Terrence Moore at the 10. Let's check out the call.
Tackled by Terrence Moore.
There's no foul for Jack out of the box. The quarterback was outside the pocket. This play stands as called. It'll be third down.
Good job of conferring and talking it over and getting the call right. But as soon as Nick stepped around the pressure, you're going to see Nick's going to have to step in. Cato Bishop comes inside and he steps around. But at that point, all bets are off. The Jack is free to move everywhere.
Third down. Ron Windsor collects.
Anthony Amos got away with a massive hold. I don't know how they didn't see that one. Looked like a horse collar.
He took down Monte Lewis, didn't he? No call. So it's a big fourth down play.
Watch the motion, man, right here.
It's on Sony. Rattlers 1 for 2, fourth down so far. Davila, end zone. Amos can't bring it in. With Richardson on coverage, incomplete.
You missed Rod Windsor coming across the back of the end zone. Had him open. Lost him because there was such a major collision at the point of his motion. So he comes off and tries to go outside to Amos. And again, this defense, Arizona 1 of 3 on fourth down, and Orlando right where they want them.
Football season never ends, just gets crazier. Step back into the arena for a showdown between these Arizona Rattlers and Philadelphia. The Soul next Saturday, 6:30 Eastern, only on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Said 9 with Tino. Be on the call in Philly. The Rattlers hope they don't go into the city of brotherly love with their first loss of the year. Top scoring offense in the AFL, 70.4 points a game, just 47 so far tonight. But a long way to go. Flags and whistles.
It looked like he held it.
Encroachment, number 77 on the defense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Zantosh Hawthorne.
It looked like he held it, and then it was like he just couldn't, he had to.
He got his encroachment's worth.
He did.
I mean,
if
you get your money's worth on that one.
Might as well not pull a hamstring trying to pull up. You might as well go through it. 3 penalties for 10 yards for Arizona.
Right into center, Will Maxwell. Pump fake, double move, Carr, end zone! Has it for the touchdown! What a catch for Greg Carr of the Orlando Predators! Incredible!
He's not, every time, they run double high here, so this play should have been picked off from the backside from Al Phillips, who comes all the way across, or it might have been KJ Martin. He comes all the way across, but his hands are down like the ball's just going to drop in his hands. But watch the backside help here. He's got this play. He's got to go up and elevate and take the ball. See the little push, but you can't wait down there for the football. That guy's 6'6". You got to go up and take the football away.
Number 62, number 63 are eligible.
Mark Lewis has the point after. And how about this score? Orlando 70, Arizona 47. Randy Hippard, a lot to be happy about tonight. He has been fantastic. Try to knock off Kevin Guy and the Rattlers from the ranks of the unbeaten.
He gets back, a quick pump fake, and he throws it anyway. It's double covered. But in the secondary, you have to go up and get the ball at the highest point. If he does, that's possibly an interception. Nonetheless, he lets it come down, and Carr, with the good concentration, is able to haul it in.
3 touchdown catches for Greg Carr tonight. Coach Keith is still so pumped. I've never seen the energy, the enthusiasm of the coach like this guy.
That is every day for that guy.
Trying to go 55 and 28, fourth year overall in the league. We talked about the 2010 Arena Bowl 23 championship for Spokane.
And you know, there's an upper echelon of teams in this league. Arizona's been one of them for a long time. Rob Keefe understands that his team needs to take a step to get over the hump. All the close games they lost last year, this year they're winning those games. The team has learned and has grown together, so this is a team poised and ready.
Perfect location on that kick, live ball, Amos. One hand, it makes a nice grab, but he's dumped down inside the 5. Terrence Moore on kick coverage, outstanding play for the Predators. Orlando trying to go 6-0, first time in 13 years. Their best start back in '94, they were 11-0. 12-game regular season that year, lost to Tampa Bay in the regular season finale, 40-39. Looking good to stay unbeaten tonight. Wins with the catch. Sony and Moore make the play defensively for Orlando. Nick Davila in a hurry-up mode now.
Sony is strong. You see, he got those arms and hands wrapped around the legs, and Windsor couldn't move.
Fourth-year man from Northern Iowa. Second behind Jacksonville's Greg Reed in total tackles in the Arena League. Heading in week 6. He's good. Davila, time, Purify, the catch. And Richardson almost let Purify go.
He's almost fumbled that football. You got to put it away.
Top 2 in the Arena Football League said, we knew coming in this great showdown, so many key numbers were so close.
They were, and including the turnover margin. But Orlando has gotten a big one here tonight. A few other key plays. And turnovers for me, fourth down stops are like turnovers.
Davila to Rod Windsor. Rod Windsor, the sprint. Sony bumps him into the barrier.
He gets in.
He is in. It's another for Rod Windsor and Arizona, and of course the Rattlers have got to go for 2.
That's a really good job getting out in front of the screen by Michael Simons. And he just gives a punch, a forearm punch to Paul Stevens. Look at the balance right there at the end.
That was fantastic athleticism for Rod Windsor. Going for 2. Benson stops. Willie McGinnis got there immediately and nails Michael Benson. Conversion fails again for Arizona. 70-53 game. Windsor has struck again. You want access to every AFL game at once? Then go to arenafootball.com, click AFL Live for online broadcast of games around the league. This game in Orlando, Predators 70-53 over undefeated Arizona. Showdown Saturday, the game of the year. Deatter again, the onside kick, and again, Richardson covers it up.
The other thing they're doing here with Scribbs, they're not allowing Orlando to put together a 5-6 minute drive to kill the game. I mean, it's tough sledding as it is. You can't allow them to just milk the clock. From the 10, either they're going to score or make a mistake. It's backed up. You've got the nets that come into play. There's so many things. But Kenny Spencer going out has been devastating for this Arizona team.
Injured knee. Tina told us in the Rattler locker room, the word is Spencer out for the game. So Deatter, the Jack linebacker and receiver, handling the onside kickoff duties. Hit for end zone. Nobody home this time, incomplete.
Be careful.
If you're Kevin Guy, why not have Chase Deatter just kick it downfield as far as he can?
Because then you're going to allow him to run clock. You don't want him to run clock here. I mean, the clock's moving. You don't want him to be able to take a 6-7 play drive and force you to start burning your timeouts.
Of which they still have 3 here. They're rolling down towards 7 to go in the 4th. And the Rattlers in a lot of trouble. Tompkins, motion man.
Missed the wide open.
Back in the end zone. Tompkins, touchdown. Brandon Tompkins has done it again, sir.
Tell you what, he missed him early. Stuck on. Watch the release. You want to talk about with somebody that has extremely quick feet. And it's a dig around, but right here, you're going to see him shake, and then he's gone all the way around that side.
Number 63
it's a long
and
way
number
to cover.
62 are eligible.
Just quick feet. And there's no way, there's no chance at all for Marcus Smith on that play. Once he whiffs at the line of scrimmage, it's a done deal.
Here's Lewis. And there's the point after. 3 touchdown catches for Greg Carr. 3 touchdown grabs for Brandon Tompkins. And here's the latest.
And this is a spectacular move off the line of scrimmage. Too much speed, great protection. Orlando in cruise control.
Brandon Tompkins, touchdown catch in the first quarter. In the third, now the fourth from Hibbert in front of Marcus Smith. Tina joined by the Predator star receiver.
Brandon, you've beaten all of your coverages. You're able to shake off any double teams. What have you done this offseason to prepare and get these results like we're seeing tonight?
Man, all season I've been in the gym. Every day, 2 times a day. And shout out to V-Flex for that gym.
There you go. You know, before we started this interview, you said you had a special message.
Yes, I want to say shout out to all the mothers in the world. Happy Mother's Day, and also to my mother, LaShawn Tompkins. And NFL, come look at AFL, man. We ready.
You're putting on a show tonight, Brandon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dave?
Tina, great messages all around. Happy Mother's Day to all you great moms out there tomorrow. Hope you enjoy your special day. Amos breaks a tackle. Brackens made the play. Ball came out after Amos was down. Off-season signees, speaking of former Predators now in the National Football League, a couple of guys getting their shot at the show.
Earl O'Kine and DN, and I'll tell you, they've always had TJ Fatinicon, Brandon Copeland. They've always had a steady diet of defenders here for the Predators. You guys have always brought it, even back in the old days. Their defensive line, offensive line, I mean, these guys could get after you.
O'Kine lines up these days in practice with Robert Mathis. Colts great. Purify can't hang on to this one. Great article about O'Kine just following Mathis around, trying to get as much information as possible, asking every question possible during film sessions. We get ready for training camp.
That's okay. That's what you want to do. You want to get yourself as much up to speed as possible. It's such a massive playbook in that league. You've got to hang around the right people.
Little pitch, Ron Windsor. Sony runs him into the barrier.
Shane Boyd in the game for Arizona.
Takes over for Nick Davila. Surprised by that?
You know, it's early in the season. It's just week 6. As much as we all would like to call this the Armageddon game for the team that loses, it's not. It's early on. Got to keep you guys healthy.
Deatter can't bring that in. Nice finish again from Varma Sony, who's been all over the field offensively for the Predators tonight.
Rolling on the field is a backwards pass. 4th down.
That's just not getting up, and Boyd's not getting the handle on the quick screens fast enough, and it's tough to do that. To come into a game where there's brand new footballs or balls that are kind of slick, because they are. If you haven't been out there and all of a sudden you come in there and you got to get the ball out of your hand quick, it's really tough. Just 1 of 3 on the day for Arizona on 4th down.
Windsor, pitch play from Boyd. Terrence Moore drills him at the 14-yard line. It is a 1st down.
Chase Deatter laid a cut block on Sony, who's for a guy his size is extremely physical. We talked about it again. Keith talking about how strong his hands, how much the guy is in the gym. Physical type guy, but at 5'8", 180, way more physical than you'd expect.
1st down. Here's Boyd. Ball deflected. Willie McGinnis got a piece of it and falls incomplete.
It's that pressure in the backfield. If you're Michael Benson, you've got to go up and meet the pressure of McGinnis before he gets up to full steam. Because if he gets at full steam, he's going to knock you back, and you're going to be in the quarterback's lap, and that's what happened there. He's able to get his hand up, knock it down.
The game of the year looks like it's going to belong to Orlando. The Predators have answered the bell tonight. Boyd passing. Catch made and a touchdown. Michael Simons, the tight end. Former Orlando Predator fullback.
Carnage all over the field.
Yeah, Rod Windsor.
Paul Stevens still on the deck.
Simons ran right into Rod Windsor.
A little friendly fire.
That hurts. Simons is 295 pounds. Third-year man from Central Connecticut State. Has touchdown grab. Of course, no kicker. They go for 2 again. That's picked off. And the conversion fails thanks to Terrence Moore.
You've got to throw that ball with some arc and some height to give your guy a chance to go up and get it. And here's the other thing. You can't wait so late to snap it. Give yourself a chance. Snap it a half a second earlier, but that throw is just too flat. Give your tall receiver a chance to go up and make the play. Terrence Moore, who's been one of the better jacks in this league for the last 5-6 years. Even his days up in Spokane, where he was with Rob up there. And this guy understands the game. He's a leader. Just read that play. Did a nice job.
So round 1 of this heavyweight battle on Showdown Saturday between the 2 unbeatens. Red's going to take this one, and Arizona will have its first loss of the year. They'll rematch at the Snake Pit in Phoenix, July 18th.
Well, you also got to think of the schedules. Arizona's got to go to Philly next week. Then Philly welcomes Orlando in the following week, the 21st. So this gets Philly a chance to jump right back up there with back-to-back games against Arizona and Orlando.
Rob Keefe's message to us this morning. The franchise rebuilt, and now his 3rd year. The roster with veterans, the 27, 28-year-old players, who aren't rookies, who know the arena game well, know how to get ready, and know how to lead. In Randy Hippert's case, that's spelled success.
It has, and they've built it the right way, and it's continually got better. And we talked about experience and positive things happening. Losing all the close games last year. This year, they're winning those games. And they have answered the bell tonight. Not a bad kick.
Jatter finally kicks one across the Geico goal line. And hustles downfield, makes the play on special teams. Not bad.
You're Brandon. I would have just given myself up there. You hate to see a guy of his caliber take an injury at this point of the game.
5-yard return there for Tompkins late, who's had a huge night. Greg Carr, Tompkins, Larry Brackens, 3 touchdowns each. And Randy Hipper has been fabulous. 9 touchdown passes, no picks, sacked only once. Protected well up front by McCray, Maxwell, and Sam Longo.
As good as they've been, you must get positive yards here if you're in lead. To keep the clock rolling. As good as
1 minute warning.
There's 1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter. The 1 minute timing rules are now in effect. Each team has 3 timeouts.
Coach Keith and the Preds looking really good. Huge lead, trying to go 6-0. It is all Orlando tonight. Showdown Saturday, 1 minute warning from the Amway Center in downtown Orlando. 77-59. Lots of injuries. Kicker Kenny Spencer out for the game, trying to work on kickoff coverage for Coach Guy. Demetrio Tyson looked like a hamstring very early, and Arkeith Brown early in the game also was banged up and has not returned. Devastating injuries all around there.
It really has had a huge effect. You've got 2 of your top defensive players, and then of course your kicker. You've got to go for 2. Nobody's 2-point conversion book is that big. Makes it extremely tough.
Lunge ahead, get some extra yardage. Burrell got physical there with Larry Brackens in the final moments. All right, Sets, here Arizona. Let's spin things ahead. We talked about those injuries we saw a moment ago. New kicker certainly has got to be picked up this week because it looked like that injury is pretty serious to Spencer. What is Coach Guy thinking about getting ready for Philadelphia?
Getting a new kicker in, possibly Zendejas, getting him back in.
Getting him back.
And possibly adding another DB. I mean, your secondary is banged up. So now you're led by a bunch of young guys. You got all young guys out there in the secondary. It makes it tough. There's got to be somebody he's got in mind that can come in and help them in the secondary.
Don't forget, after the game, the Orlando.
But this is a team that is successful for a reason.
Encroachment on the defense. Since that foul occurred while the clock was running,
Ten-second runoff.
please remove 10 seconds from the game clock. Start both clocks on my signal.
Good call, Seth.
So they've got to get some help in the secondary. This is a extremely veteran-laden team. They need some help in the secondary. But they will be back, and next week they will play better. They're going to have to because Philly is going to want a huge piece of Arizona next week.
Matt Sautt, Kevin Guy, shake hands. Now we'll see about Rob Keith and Kevin Guy. No love lost between them. It's quick. It's very quick. And it's an Orlando thumping of now once beaten Arizona. 77-59. First time in 13 years the Predators are off to a 6-0 start. This team is talented.
Extremely talented. I mean, so many weapons offensively. And then you've got to give credit to their secondary. I think their secondary took the fight to a much bigger Arizona Rattler receiving corps.
Tina joined by Coach Keith.
Coach Keith, 6-0. Your fans and your players are chanting it right now. You said this game would be a test. How do you think your players responded?
Yeah, I think we aced the test, quite frankly. We could have done a lot better. That's just me being critical in a nice situation. it's not a championship game by any means. Arizona's a championship caliber team. We know this is just the beginning of us, but it gives us confidence. 6-0, it's a regular season game. We got a very long way to go in this month. We have Tampa Bay, we got Philly, we got Jacksonville. We got to see them in their place in a long time. So proud of the guys right now. Let's celebrate, but I got a game on Friday coming up, so it's going to go quick.
And you knew coming into this game, Arizona has a great pass rush, a great defense. How do you think Randy Hibbert and that offensive line played against them?
I thought the offense did excellent. Here's the key. When you play that well, does it make you want more, or does it quench your thirst? And so that's what we need to talk to our team about. Just because we beat Arizona doesn't mean we're going to stop. You got to let the bonfire build. And so we'll see what kind of mental toughness we have to keep this thing going. There's no trophies for 6-0. But yes, we passed the test. I'm proud of the offense, proud of the defense. I'm proud of this crowd. I'm proud of the city. Look, it's the third year our coaching staff has been here. It's a matter of time before we got this thing back to the way it was. It's the 25th year of the Predators. It's the way it should be, 6-0.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. Thank you. Dave?
Tina, it's entertaining with Coach Keefe. It is fun to listen to those interviews and his pregame and halftime speeches.
And he doesn't lose sight of what's next. Their rivals are coming here next. Tampa Bay comes in here next. Not a good team. They haven't been good. They've been terrible. However, it's a rivalry game. You just had a huge win and you put up 77 points on an Arizona Rattler team. What are you going to do when Tampa comes to town?
3 touchdowns for Tompkins. Davila ejected 301 passing yards. 7 touchdowns, was picked once, sacked once. More coming up. Randy Hibbert throws for 340 yards and 9 touchdowns, part of a 77-59 blasting of Orlando against Arizona on Showdown Saturday. Cleveland won their game tonight. They moved to 2-4 in the National Conference. A 5-1 record now for the Rattlers. And Orlando, the lone unbeaten in the Arena Football League, now 6-0. Impressive win tonight.
Extremely impressive with it. The amount of weapons they showed, and then the consistency on defense. They didn't get a lot of sacks, but they continued to harass and bother. Excellent job of working the game plan.
Tina joined by Randy Hibbert.
And Randy joins me for the 3rd time in this game. You talked about the significance of remaining undefeated and beating Arizona because of standings. But the way you played tonight, how much does that give you pride in what the success was today?
I mean, it's big. They've got a great defensive unit, like you said earlier. Their D-line is one of the best in the league, and our offensive line stood up to that task, play in and play out this week. And the receivers made some great plays down the field and breaking tackles. So offensively, we sputtered there early, but we picked it up and we started executing. And our defense came up big with a few stops and gave us the ball back.
9 touchdowns for you tonight. And just this whole season, you've been playing with so much confidence. How much has new offensive coordinator Matthew Sock has made an impact on you?
Well, he's made an impact to this team offensively. Just the morale, the way he comes and approaches the game, the study sessions, the way he calls the game offensively, it just gives you a lot of confidence because he'll send anybody on any route. And that's big for players just because they know he's got the confidence in them to do anything. And he opened the playbook up to me early on before the season started and said, it's yours, let's run with it. So it's a big confidence boost just to have him and have this team and just the way these guys are playing, especially the guys up front. They dug in the trenches tonight and they did a great game tonight.
Randy, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Dave?
Tina, thanks. Such success for Hibbert tonight. Said as we review some of the many highlights he had.
I'll tell you what, after the second drive where he was sacked and they were stopped, he was 0 for 4. He just dominated this game, made every throw that he needed to make. The right reads, put in the right spot. Guys made plays for him, 340 yards and 9 touchdowns. And all of the weapons, all the mouths got fed. All the guys that needed to get touches got touches. Brackens was huge. Carr was huge. Tompkins was huge. McCray was huge. They got everybody involved, and I think this is one of the better games that I've seen Coach Matt Sock call. He was definitely prepared for this Arizona team tonight.
Tompkins the most catches. Brandon had 8, 97 yards and 3 scores. Greg Carr 133 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns as we check the Week 6 scoreboard. Cleveland, Jacksonville just gone final.
Still trying to figure Jacksonville out. I'm going to have to resend my pick for the Arena Bowl champs. They're done. They're out of my picture. They better figure it out.
took Arizona to overtime. The only prior real test that the Rattlers had until tonight, where they just are overwhelmed in the second half by Orlando. Injuries a big problem for Kevin Guy and the Rattlers. Orlando moving forward now. Talk about their game in Tampa Bay coming up.
History, lots of history. The war on I-4, that is big for these guys.
We can't wait. Set 9 with Tino will be up in Philly next week for Arizona against the Soul. 6:30 Eastern Time. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network in association with Tupelo Honey Raycom. Coming up next, Wranglers Champions Challenge presented by Justin Boots. So long, everyone, from the City Beautiful. How about Orlando? 6-0, undefeated. They have won the 2016 Game of the Season over the Rattlers.